What over there, right? Got it.
Can you hear me now? Wonderful. Hello, world.
Wow, we're broadcasting? Sorry. Maybe 1750. Yeah, blinding. Should have extended all that way. No food today, huh?
Gator.
Is it? Yeah, I'm like, really? You got me going.
And man, do it on YouTube.
Good?
Can you hear me now?
My work's done for the day. Good, I've been good.
Still got 4 guys that are on the way due to their visa. 1-6 on the field.
I like it.
We got to keep it way longer than we did last year.
I like it, except that I just walked into like.
Eagle overhead. Eagle up there.
Behind the plate. Oh, hey, you gotta get used to it now. That's right. No earpiece.
And as the Revs take the field, we welcome you into our YouTube exclusive coverage of spring training here at Peoples Bank Park. York hosting the rival Lancaster Barnstormers here in Game 1 of 3 in spring training. Here on this Thursday afternoon, the Revs will take a trip over to Lancaster on Monday and then round it out against Southern Maryland on Tuesday before heading to Long Island to start the regular season next Friday evening. Jake Ness here. I'll be in the booth with Daryl Henry this season. Pleasure to be here. And Daryl is enjoying his day off here as the Revs will take on the Lancaster Barnstormers. And on the mound for the Revs is the right-hander Jorge Martinez. If you've been following the Revs for a while, you may recognize that name. He was with the team for a full season back in 2014, made 24 starts to a 3.21 ERA, and then was back in 2016 for a short stint of 7 starts. And he's back for his third time around here in 2022. He's a veteran. He'll turn 37 in mid-May and figures to be a big part of this rotation. He'll pitch 2 innings today and will be followed closely behind by a few guys who will pitch 1 inning apiece. Alex Sanabia, Duke Von Schaman, and more. We'll get into that as the day goes along. But for now, we'll take a look at the lineup for the visiting Barnstormers. Melvin Mercedes will play second base and lead it off. Trace Lair behind him, the third baseman. Kelly Dugan hits in the 3-hole. He's at first base. The former Chicago Cub Mark Zagunis is in right field batting cleanup. Ladarius Clark manning center field will bat 5th. Colton Shaver, a newcomer behind the plate, will bat 6th. Anthony Perroni, the designated hitter, bats 7th. Jake Hoover at short batting 8th. And Devon Torrance batting 9th in left field. So Mercedes, Lord, Dugan, Zagunis, Clark, Shaver, Perroni, Hoover, Torrance. For the Barnstormers, we are just about to get underway. Jorge Martinez has completed his warm-ups and digging in to lead it off, Melvin Mercedes. First pitch of spring training awaits. Jorge Martinez sets. And his first delivery is popped up behind the plate out of play. And a first pitch strike to Melvin Mercedes. Defense for the Revs from left to right. 3 newcomers in the outfield. Zach Rechusen will have the pleasure of tackling the arch nemesis in left field. Joey Scove in center field. And Troy Stokes, who was in the big leagues with the Pirates just last season, is in right. Second delivery on its way from Martinez. This one's lined through the left side for a base hit. In between Franco and Reyes. And it's in the left field. And leading off with a single, Melvin Mercedes. Infield on the corners, Carlos Franco and Nelly Rodriguez at third and first. The double play combo. Elmer Reyes, who's an Atlantic League veteran, but his first season in York. More on him as we go through. He's at shortstop. Jack Kenley, his double play partner, at second base, and doing the catching is Carlos Castro. So after the leadoff single for Melvin Mercedes, this is the third baseman, Trace Lair, also batting from the left side, open stance. Martinez sets and delivers, and this one's chopped right in front of the plate. It's going to be a tough play. Martinez fields with the bare hand, throws to first in time. He'll get Lair. And in the process, Melvin Mercedes moves up to second base, so a good job by Jorge Martinez fielding that ball off the mound with a tough play with Lair hustling. Well, the team was doing PFPs in workouts yesterday, and it works out there with Jorge. That's going to bring the first baseman, Kelly Dugan, to the plate. Dugan, a former second-round pick of the Philadelphia Phillies. He's at first base today. So you hear the jets flying overhead. Nice day here in York, 81 degrees. Bit of an overcast sky as there's potentially some rain in the forecast, but we're hoping it can stay away for us. Dugan back for his second season in Lancaster after hitting .326 for the Barnstormers last year. He's got a runner in scoring position, and Martinez delivers down and in. Ball one to the first baseman, Kelly Dugan. Last year, .326, 21 doubles, 15 home runs, and 88 RBIs. One of the more consistent hitters across the entire Atlantic League last season. Martinez looks back at the runner, now delivers. This one's chopped foul off the foot of Dugan. And that's going to even the count at 1. Dugan played a couple of seasons prior to making his way to Lancaster in the American Association with the Chicago Dogs. Last full season in 2019, .313. Another 17 doubles and 6 homers. So one of the better run producers here for the Barnstormers this season. Jorge Martinez once again sets and delivers the 1-1. This one catches the outside corner, called strike 2. And for the first time, Jorge Martinez finds himself ahead in the count. Martinez, well-traveled across his career, spent his first 8 seasons professionally playing in the Caribbean National Series. That started all the way back in 2003 when he was 18 years old. Fast forward, he's been here to the States in the Atlantic League, played a bit in Italy, and he gets Dugan to foul this one off down the right side, so he'll stay alive. And I believe Dugan may have broken his bat. As he walks over the dugout, he indeed did. So a good pitch by Martinez knots him up. Again, we'll be here YouTube exclusive for all 3 spring training games, and then back to all of your normal means of watching, whether you prefer the YouTube streams or want to listen on 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. Those games will begin when the regular season starts. Team is in Long Island to start the season for the weekend, and then 3 games in Lexington, 3 games in Lancaster. That'll be the first time I joined Daryl for the regular season. And then the home opener on May 3rd, hosting the Gastonia Honey Hunters, who Lancaster will, in fact, open the season with next weekend. Martinez delivers this one into the dirt, gets past Castro. Mercedes is going to try to go for third. The slide, he's in there, overslid the bag, but was able to get back under the tag of Franco. Now a runner on third base with just 1 away. And you saw that ball skip away from Castro watching on the video stream. Of course, one of the new rules this year in the Atlantic League is that batters will have the opportunity to steal first base, essentially, if they choose. If the ball skips away from the catcher, they can turn into a runner, and if they're able to reach first base, they will be awarded a hit. It's one of the more unique aspects of that rule. Another 2-strike delivery, misses down and draws the count full. Kelly Dugan from Encino, California, 31 years old, drafted in the second round, as we mentioned, by Philadelphia back in 2009. Has an opportunity to put the Barnstormers in front for the first time here in the spring against the Revs. And a breaking ball swung on and missed. Great bounce back pitch from Jorge Martinez, his first strikeout of the afternoon. And now there's 2 down for Mark Zagunis. So again, Jorge Martinez will pitch 2 innings today. He'll be followed by Alex Sanabia in the 3rd, Duke von Schaman in the 4th. And then you're going to see a couple new guys, starting with Matt Meyer in the 5th. First delivery to Zagunis. This is down and away. Try to go for the slider there. Zagunis, a former 3rd rounder of the Chicago Cubs. That was back in 2014. Delivery misses away from Martinez, and he's ahead 2-0 is Zagunis. Made the bigs in 2017 was his debut, also appeared in 18 and 19. Out of Virginia Tech, 2-0 misses off the plate as well. So with the base open, it's 3-0. We'll see if Zagunis will take all the way. Of course, here it is spring training, so a little more leeway with the green lights. Lancaster with black tops, red font, and white pants. 3-0 delivery, and Zagunis swing, fouling it off to the right side out of play. 3-1. Not much depth in terms of the bench for either team, as both teams are still waiting on arrivals. Jeffrey Perez, one of the new additions to this Revs club, is actually making his way into York today, so he'll join the team for workouts tomorrow. And still waiting on the arrivals of J.C. Encarnacion and Melky Mesa, two returners from last year. Backdoor slider in there for a strike, drawing the count full to Zagunis. Good bounce-back pitch from Martinez, and now he has the opportunity to end this inning unscathed after the leadoff single. With Darius Clark on deck. 3-2 to Zagunis. Swung on and missed. Went upstairs with the fastball. And the second strikeout of the inning for Jorge Martinez. Back-to-back. Goes unscathed after the leadoff walk. No runs, one hit, no errors, one left on base. And the Revs will bat for the first time this spring right after this.
Noah, can I get 3? Noah, can I get 3? Thank you. How you doing? Good, how are you? I'm Colt. Ian, nice to meet you. Big zone. Big zone right now.
Brent Teller, the first pitcher for Lancaster in today's game, the right-hander out of Miami, Florida, 25 years old. Last year, signed mid-season with Lancaster after playing his graduate season at Rutgers. Ended up pitching Big Ten, getting Big Ten Pitcher of the Week honors in a great start against Nebraska earlier in his college season. And then July 21st, signed with Lancaster. Pitched in 25 games, starting 5 of them, 56 innings, 5-2 record, and a 5.14 ERA. Of course, last season, a lot of different factors turned into why pitching was so inflated in terms of the numbers last season. Joey Scove, the batter, takes the first pitch inside. Scove leading off in center field. He'll be followed by Troy Stokes and Carlos Franco here in the first inning. Scove, one of the newcomers to the Revs this season, takes that one in the inside corner, evens it up at 1. Out of Virginia, played professionally first last season in the Empire League with the Tupper Lake River Pigs. And he fouls off the 1-1 back to the screen, finds himself down 1-2. And Mark Mason discovered him at a camp this summer in Fort Myers. Scove with all the physical attributes you'd want. Great body, 6'5". As the breaking ball on the 1-2 almost nicks him. So he evens the count at 2-2 and had a lot of pop in the swing. Great speed as well for a 6'5" guy and a cannon from the outfield. And he swings and misses at this fastball, and he's down on strikes. The first of the game for Teller. Sets down Joey Scove, and Troy Stokes digs in. Defense from left to right for Lancaster. Devon Torrance in left, Ladarius Clark in center, and Mark Zagunis in right. Trace Lair and Kelly Dugan on the corners. Jake Hoover and Melvin Mercedes, the double play combo up the middle, and doing the catching, Colton Shaver. Troy Stokes swings at the first pitch, jammed it a little bit, and he fouls it out over the first base dugout. Troy Stokes, a name that some Pirates fans may be familiar with, was in the majors last year for 8 games with Pittsburgh. Chops this one back to the mound past Teller. It's going to be a tough play. Mercedes on the backhand, charging, throwing, not in time. And an infield single for the hustling Troy Stokes. And Stokes has a lot of speed. And you saw it there as he hustled down that line. A great combination of speed and power for Stokes. 4th round pick by Milwaukee back in 2015. Is actually a local guy from Columbia, Maryland. Played his high school ball at Calvert Hall before his draft selection. And to mention the speed, 31 steals and 20 home runs back in 2017. So a lot of tools here for Stokes. As Carlos Franco digs in and takes the first pitch away for ball 1. Franco followed by Nelly Rodriguez and Carlos Castro, 3 of the biggest bats returning to York this year. 1-0 delivery misses down. So Franco ahead 2-0. Stokes off of first base, being held by Dugan. And Teller will throw back, and Stokes is in there. Franco's from the left side, awaits the 2-0, swings and misses. Took something off that one. Gets himself back in the count, 2-1. So Castro, as we mentioned, due up. He's in the 5-hole. Josue Herrera will bat 6th. Elmer Reyes 7th. Jack Kenley 8th. As the 2-1 delivery is in there for a strike, 2-2. And then Zach Rackhusen will round it out, batting 9th and playing left field. Count even back at 2-2 to Franco. Stokes going. Pitch misses inside, and Shaver can't get the handle on it, and Stokes is in there. A slide for good measure, but a stolen base for Troy Stokes, and now with a full count, a runner in scoring position for Franco. Carlos Franco was one of the first 2 returnees announced this offseason, along with Nelly Rodriguez. In week 1 of our Hot Stove Weekly, drives this one out to left field. Chasing it back is Torrance to the wall. It's off the top of the wall. Stokes had to wait, and this is going to ricochet all the way into basically the shortstop Torrance Fields, but Stokes is in to score on an RBI double by Carlos Franco, and the Revs go up 1-0. Franco took that one the other way off the arch nemesis, and you see the ricochet there. Torrance obviously not familiar with here as much as a typical Revs defender may be. It's a tough play off of that wall. You saw the huge ricochet there. Ball was actually replaced this offseason, so We'll see how the carom changes, but still pretty strong there off the bat of Franco. And here's Nelly Rodriguez, last year's team MVP, with Franco off a second, the first delivery in there for a called strike.
I love that all green wall. That's awesome.
Nelly signed July 16th last year, 96 games, hit .316, 25 home runs, 81 RBIs. He's got a runner off of second base here and takes this one for a strike.
Whatever that one was that guy's face observe on that. It was always in the background of everything.
Last year was up there in the single season record books for the Revs, third in home runs. The .444 on base percentage was first all time in a single season for the team. Here's the delivery, and Nelly fouls it back.
Back.
Four baseballs, please. Four.
Way to be on top of it.
Playing first base here for the Revs, was actually drafted as a catcher in high school. A 15th rounder in 2012 by Cleveland out of George Washington High School in New York. Two-strike pitch in, and Nelly takes in the dirt. Good block by Shaver. Franco holds at second. Best season in his minor league career was 2015, won the Carolina League Player of the Year with Lynchburg. 17 home runs, 32 doubles for the big right-handed bat, and fans are excited to see him back this year. Delivery on its way, misses down and away. Nelly working his way back in the count here. 1-0 Revs here in the bottom of the first. An RBI double the other way off the arch nemesis by Carlos Franco. Scored Troy Stokes Jr. And before the pitch, Teller's going to step off and reset himself. These two teams will meet up the second weekend of the regular season in Lancaster. Delivery on its way to Nelly. Misses down and away, so from 0-2 to 3-2. Nelly Rodriguez showing that plate discipline that has been so pivotal for the Revs here last season. Full count delivery, Nelly hits it the other way, foul, and he stays alive. The Revs really making Teller work here in the first inning. Again, made just 5 starts for Lancaster last year out of 25 appearances. Another full count pitch. This one's in the dirt. It's going to get away. Nelly walks, and Franco moves up to third, takes a big turn. Shaver took some time getting to it at the backstop. But now runners on the corners and still just one away for Carlos Castro. '27-year-old Castro last year, 70 games with the Revs, hit .353, 17 home runs, which tied his career high that he set back in 2016 in the Atlanta Braves system with Rome. Played indie ball out in the Frontier League in 2018 and 2019 with Evansville, the Otters. Now with runners on the corners, first pitch in the dirt, good block by Shaver. So after going ahead 0-2 to Nelly, Teller has had issues finding the zone. Franco off of third, Nelly off of first. 1-0 delivery. This one misses down just below the knees, so 6 straight balls. After going ahead 0-2 to Nelly Rodriguez last at bat. Runners on the corners, just one away. Revs up 1-0 here in the bottom of the first. Spring training here on WOYK YouTube. 2-0 delivery off the plate, make it 7 straight. And you have to figure Castro will take all the way here. But then again, it is spring training, so Mark Mason may just say, let it fly here. Sets at the belt, delivers. This one's on the ground to second. Mercedes to his left. He'll go to second for 1. On to first, not in time to get the hustling Castro. Carlos Franco will score. It's going to be tough to turn 2 as that ball was hit rather slowly. And actually, it looks like they're going to say that Castro was out. Yeah, the inning is over. All right. 1 run scores for the Revs as Carlos Franco doubles in Troy Stokes Jr. And we go to the top of the second inning. Jorge Martinez out for his second inning of work. Spring training here on WOYK YouTube.
I really thought but I think now it's kind of out.
Two more.
Jorge Martinez back out for his second inning of work here. In the spring training opener between York and Lancaster, the Revs strike first in the bottom of the first thanks to an RBI double. The other way off the top of the nemesis by Carlos Franco. And now 5, 6, and 7 against Martinez in the second. Ladarius Clark, Colton Shaver, and Anthony Peroni. First delivery, Martinez into the wind. The delivery to Clark is fouled off the mask of Castro for the first strike. First inning, Martinez gave up the leadoff single the other way to Melvin Mercedes. And then a ground out and back-to-back strikeouts. Got him out of the first inning unscathed. 0-1 delivery. Fouled back to the screen, quickly ahead 0-2. Martinez has not shown any fear of attacking the strike zone, going right after these hitters. And after some of the pitching numbers all across the league last season, Jorge may be a fan favorite all across the league, working fast and pounding the strike zone. 0-2, tried to go for the slider off the plate. Ladarius Clark not chasing. One-two delivery. This one's popped up. It'll get out of play beyond the first base dugout. Ladarius Clark, .265 hitter last year with Lancaster. Former product of the Rangers system. Played in 2019 in Frisco. 1-2, just off the plate inside. Tried to attack that corner and missed. Good take by Clark, and it evens the count at 2. Nobody on, nobody out here in the top of the second. 2-2 delivery. Swung on and missed. Took something off that one. Clark chases. And the third consecutive strikeout for Jorge Martinez. 1 out here in the top of the second. Brings up the 6-hole hitter, the catcher, Colton Shaver. First pitch delivery off the plate from Jorge. Shaver, a 26-year-old catcher, swings at this one, fouls it off away. 26 years old, will turn 27 in September. From Riverton, Utah, played his college ball at BYU. Last season, split between AA Corpus Christi and AAA Sugar Land in the Astros system. Delivery. And they're going to say it gets Shaver on the arm. Jorge tried to attack that inside corner and just a bit inside. So the first base runner to reach since the first batter of the game, Colton Shaver on a hit by pitch with 1 away. Brings in the other catcher who's doing the DH duties today, Anthony Perroni, 25-year-old from Hamilton, New Jersey. Back for his second season with the Barnstormers. .268 hitter last year, 16 doubles as well. Has shown some gap-to-gap power. Shaver not going. First pitch from Martinez misses upstairs. Perroni, a 14th round pick back in 2017 by the Washington Nationals. 1-0 delivery. In there for a strike. Back pick thrown, not in time. A good idea on the back pick there by Castro, keeping Shaver close. Catch the field umpire and NOL Polanco having a laugh about TrackMan. Of course, no longer calling balls and strikes in the Atlantic League this year. 1-1 delivery misses in. Actually, that was the 2-0 delivery. The pitch on the back pick was called a ball. So it's 3-0 to Perroni. 3 seasons in the Nats organization. Culminated with the Auburn Double Days in the New York Penn League back in 2019. 3-0 delivery, launched to right field, tracing Stokes back. It's going to one-hop the wall. Shaver's on his way to third, throw to the cutoff man. They'll give him the hold sign, and Perroni will also hold it first. So a 1-out single for Anthony Perroni. And after seemingly struggling with 3 straight strikeouts, Lancaster in business here in the top of the second against Jorge Martinez. .24-year-old infielder Jake Hoover playing shortstop today. Double play situation if Martinez can induce a ground ball here against Hoover, who played 29 games last year with Lancaster. Checks over, now delivers. And the first pitch right above the letters, missing for a ball, 1-0. Hoover played his college ball at D2 Hillsdale College in the Great Lakes Conference in Michigan. 1-0 delivery from Martinez, grounded up the middle. Kenley fields, flips the second for one, throw to first in time. A 4-6-3 double play. Kenley to Reyes to Rodriguez, and the Revs escape the inning unscathed. We go to the bottom of the second. Revs holding to a 1-0 lead here on WOYK YouTube.
That was the only reason why I did it.
6, 7, 8 for York here in the bottom of the second inning, holding a 1-0 lead. It's going to be Josue Herrera, Elmer Reyes, and Jack Kenley to hit for York here against Brent Teller out for his second inning of work. Rev struck first in the first inning on an RBI double by Carlos Franco. Two newcomers in Herrera and Kenley do up this inning. Two returners, and one newcomer in Elmer Reyes. First pitch swung on and missed by Josue Herrera. Who was in York last season after spending 2019 in the Orioles system. 0-1, almost runs in and gets him, brushes Herrera off the plate and evens the count at 1. He was originally signed all the way back in 2013 by the Diamondbacks. 1-1 delivery, takes something off that one, and Herrera swings through it. Finds himself down 1-2. Joined York in 2021, played 83 games, 19 doubles, 9 homers. Played 3 games in the Empire League with Plattsburgh, hit 2 home runs in those 3 games. He hits this one high on the infield. Hoover to the right side of second base calls. Now Mercedes calls him off. That was right where Mercedes had been playing, and Hoover found himself drifting all the way over. But a pop out by Josue Herrera. And now 1 away for Teller in the second inning. This is the newcomer Elmer Reyes. No stranger, however, to the Atlantic League. Played last season with Charleston 93 games. First pitch swung on and missed behind that fastball. 93 games, a .252 hitter, 19 doubles, 5 homers, and 34 RBIs. Delivery fouled back quickly behind 0-2. Brave system from 2009 to 2015. Organizational All-Star in 2010, Southern League All-Star in 2014. Behind 0-2 here against Teller. Breaking ball. Reyes watches it, throws it, misses low. 31-year-old from Nicaragua. Was also in the Atlantic League in 2017 with Long Island and was an all-star. 1-2 misses high and counts even. 302 in that 2017 season, 28 doubles, 56 RBIs. 2-2 from Teller is driven out to left field. Chasing back is Torrance. He looks up, and that ball is gone. Elmer Reyes on a 2-strike pitch. Homers over the Window World sign into downtown's playground. And the Revs double the lead. It's 2-0. Welcome to York Elmer Reyes. That's quite the way to make your first impression. A solo shot, and now it's 2-0. Brings up Jack Kenley. Mid-season addition last year, played 96 games for the Revs, mainly at second base, this one missing up and away. From Germantown, Tennessee, the left-handed bat. Drafted in the 8th round in 2019 by the Tigers. 1-0 delivery on the corner, called strike. Count even at 1 to Kenley. And the delivery. Fouls it off the other way, off the facade on the third base side. Kenley behind 1-2 now. 288 hitter last season, a great on-base percentage, .415. 22 doubles, 12 homers, 57 RBIs. And a 2-2 delivery, swung on and missed. Took something off that one, and Kenley swings over top of it. Now there's 2 away. So a good bounce back at bat for Teller after allowing the home run ball to Elmer Reyes. His second strikeout of the afternoon, and now the 9-hole hitter, another newcomer in Zach Rackhusen. Or Zach Rax, as he goes by. Played last season in the Frontier League. First delivery, breaking ball, catches the outside corner, called strike. Frontier League last season between the Windy City T-Bolts and the Lake Erie Crushers. 91 games, .294 hitter. 0-1 delivery, breaking ball this time misses inside. Even at 1 to Rackhusen. Played in the Atlantic League for 17 games back in 2017 with the now Yankees affiliate Somerset Patriots. Rackhusen swings at this one, pops it up on the infield. Calling is Mercedes, and he puts it away. But the Revs do strike again in the second on the solo shot by Elmer Reyes. Alex Sanabia will take the mound when we come back. You're listening to Revs Spring Training Baseball, 2-0 lead over Lancaster on WOIK YouTube. Second pitcher of the day for York is a 2021 returner, Alex Sanabia. Played 6 games, or made 6 starts with York last season, 33 and a third innings pitched, a 2.43 ERA. Included a complete Game 3 hitter on June 9th against Southern Maryland. Pitched so well, his contract was purchased by the Mets. And the first pitch fouled back by Devon Torrance, the 9-hole hitter. Playing left field today, and then finished out the season at AAA Syracuse. Back in York for his second go-around. The delivery inside draws the count even. From Central Park High School in California, drafted all the way back in 2006 by the Marlins in the 32nd round. His 1-1 delivery misses off the plate 2-1. And then made his major league debut in June 2010 at the young age of 21. Was on the road in Baltimore playing with the then Florida Marlins. Pitched 3 1/3 innings in relief against the Orioles. Chopper back to the mound. Great play by Sanabia. He'll run over to first, underhand, flip to Rodriguez in time. The 1-3 putout. Great reaction time by Sanabia. And with both pitchers so far, we've seen the PFPs from yesterday paying dividends, as Sanabia made a great play there on the backhand stab. 1-3 put out, and we're back to the top of the order, Melvin Mercedes. Led it off in the first inning with an opposite field single against Jorge Martinez. First delivery from Sanabia, swinging and fouling it back. Revs fans and coaches and teammates really happy to have Sanabia back. A great energy in the clubhouse. Delivery on the corner for strike. 0-2 to Mercedes. He's also played a big part in recruiting one of the new members of the rotation this year, Nick Travieso. Trained this offseason together in Florida. 0-2 delivery. Tried to go with the backdoor slider. Misses off the plate. Castro will chase it down. He actually had to look back, given the new rules. It'll be interesting to see how those take effect as the season goes on. The ball is essentially never dead, if you really want to think of it that way. 1-2 delivery. This one's lined out to right field towards the line. It's past Stokes, one-hopping the wall. Mercedes with some speed into second. Throw to the cutoff man spiked by Stokes Jr., but Kenley recovers it. Second hit of the day for Melvin Mercedes, this time a double with 1 out in the third inning. Three hits today for Lancaster, 2 of them coming from Mercedes. Trace Lair, the third baseman, grounded out back to the mound in his first at-bat. Now has a runner in scoring position with 1 away. First pitch from Sanabia on the ground to second. Kenley will field, step and a throw to first in time for the second out, and on the play, Mercedes moves up to third. So a 1-3 and a 4-3 so far in the box score for Trace Lair here this afternoon. And the new next hitter is Kelly Dugan. Was the first strikeout victim of Jorge Martinez back in the first inning. Runner on third base, 2 away. Sanabia back from the windup. First delivery up and away. Sanabia, 33 years old. In professional baseball since '06, the delivery ripped out to right field, back on it Stokes. He has a play, and down near his feet, he puts it away. So a hard hit ball, but right at the right fielder, Troy Stokes Jr., and Alex Sanabia works out of trouble. A double from Melvin Mercedes goes unanswered, and the Revs will bat here in the bottom of the third, ahead 2-0. One hit for the Barnstormers in the top of the inning was Melvin Mercedes. 2 for 2 today. Fourth hit of the spring, hit a home run in their exhibition game yesterday against Southern Maryland. And now a new hurler on the mound as well for Lancaster. It's the left-hander, 23 years old, Auggie Silk from Los Angeles, California. A big 6'4" frame. He's an interesting case. 38th round pick of the Royals back in 2019 as a sophomore. Only threw 4 collegiate innings. Played at USC. Was released in 2020 as part of the mass COVID cuts due to the slow downsizing of minor league baseball. But the Barnstormers think they have found an intriguing arm in the young lefty. Last year started 22 games, threw 97 innings, 85 strikeouts. However, the issue was the control, 108 walks. But a dominant guy in high school as well, 3 no-hitters for the tall left-hander, and it's part of a pretty famous family, the great-grandson of Bing Crosby. One of the more interesting facts I found while looking him up. He will face the top of the order for the Revs here in the third inning. Joey Scove, Troy Stokes Jr., and Carlos Franco. '21 Silk also made 2 brief appearances in Gateway with the Gateway Grizzlies of the Frontier League. Now on the mound for the first time this spring, delivering to the right-handed hitting Joey Scove, and the first pitch is on the corner for a called strike. Scove was a strikeout victim to lead off the ball game against Brent Teller. 0-1 delivery. Just off the plate. Tried to go for the same spot, this time just a little more outside. Evens the count at 1 to Scove. Wow. 1-1 delivery, the overhand wind. This one on the inside corner for a called strike. 1-2 to Scove. Physical projections are off the chart with Scove. The 1-2 stays alive. Hard hit ball to the right side as the bullpen tries to dance out of the way. It's a loaded bullpen out there today, as every inning from here on out will have a new guy each inning for the Revs. Duke von Schaman scheduled to be the pitcher in the fourth. Another 1-2 to Scove. The overhand wind and the delivery. Breaking ball tried to backdoor the slider and misses just off the plate. Count even at 2. Scove again. Mark Mason hopes he found a diamond in the rough at the camp in Florida. And that one's at the knees, a called strike 3. Scove is down for the second time today. First strikeout for Silk on the afternoon. Now he faces another right-handed outfielder in Troy Stokes Jr. "26-year-old Stokes, 5'9", but a lot of power, as we mentioned. 20 home runs in 2017 was a career high. And the first delivery misses downstairs from Silk. Made his major league debut on May 9th with Pittsburgh. 2 hits, including a double and 2 RBIs in his short time in the bigs. Looking to find his way back here, and York is that stop. Delivery, called strike at the knees. 1-1 from Silk to Stokes Jr. Overhand wind and delivery. Backdoor breaking ball gets the outside corner, 1-2. Silk really looks like he's trying to feature that backdoor breaking ball, and so far today it's hit its target more often than not. He's ahead 1-2, and the delivery to Stokes. And Stokes will stay alive, fouling it back to the screen.
Still got the green light working.
Silk sets another 1-2 delivery. And this one's, again, a called strike at the knees. Back-to-back times he's rung up a Revs hitter at the knees. And 2 down. So we mentioned with Silk, the strikeout stuff was there last season. Just had to factor in the control. He's been pinpoint with the breaking ball. And now back-to-back looking strikeouts at the knees. Now we'll face a lefty in Carlos Franco, who doubled his first time up. Base is empty here. Infield playing him straight away. And tried to go for the backdoor breaking ball, and Franco goes into a split trying to avoid it. He does successfully, 1-0. Hoover will now shade a little bit closer to the second base bag. Now time's called as a ball comes in from the bullpen. Franco jokingly trying to fungo it back out there. Instead, they go with the relay to Kelly Dugan. Franco back in. Silk winds the 1-0. This one's downstairs, 2-0. Franco, a former member of the Braves system. Signed all the way back in 2009, reached AAA in 2018 before finding his way to York. Swings at this one and fouls it away. 2-1. Franco, 51 games last year with York. Had a little stint in the Mexican League mid-season. Then came back to close things out. 51 games, a .311 hitter. On OPS over 1,000, 1.062. Tongue twister there. Up and in here from Silk. And anytime you have an OPS over 1,000, that really puts in perspective of how dominant of a hitter you can be. He's also in York in 2019, hit .319, 21 doubles, 13 home runs. Delivery and swung on and missed. Tied Franco up. Going up and in. Works his way back in the count. Now 2 strikes to Carlos. 30-year-old Franco at 6'3". will man the hot corner for the Revs again this season. Stands in the delivery. In there for a called strike 3. 3 looking strikeouts. 3 up, 3 down for Auggie Silk. A great inning, and Duke von Schaman will take the mound for the Revs when we come back. This is Revs Spring Training Baseball on WOYK YouTube. Top of the 4th inning, 2-0 Revs here in the spring training opener at Peoples Bank Park over the Lancaster Barnstormers. And another inning, another hurler on the mound for York. It's the right-hander Duke von Schaman, 30 years old, out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Was drafted by the Dodgers in the 15th round all the way back in 2012 out of Texas Tech. Made his way to York in 2019 after couple seasons in Indy ball, 2016 in the American Association. As the first pitch from Mark Zagunis is grounded slowly to short, Elmer Reyes charges, throws across his body in time. So 1 pitch, 1 out. Duke von Schaman working quick before I can even get into the intro. But 2016 in the American Association with Winnipeg, and then 17 and 18 with the Joliet Slammers in the Frontier League, and then if you're familiar with the system of how the roster works in the Frontier League, he essentially aged out of it. Then made his way over to York for the 2019 season. First pitch of Ladarius Clark in there for a called strike. Clark was a strikeout victim of Jorge Martinez to lead off the 2nd inning. Von Schaman sets at the belt. Pitching from the stretch, and this one's popped up to center field. Joey Scove in, Reyes out, Scove calling and makes the catch. Ball hung up there for a while. Great job by Scove to stay with it the whole way, and 2 quick outs for von Schaman. Von Schaman, another guy who pounds the strike zone. Back in 2019, only walked 16 batters in 128 and a third innings. Equates to a 1.1 walks per 9, which was a single-season club record. From the stretch, the first pitch misses inside to Colton Shaver. Shaver doing the catching duties. Was hit by a pitch back in the 2nd inning. Von Schaman pitching from the wind. From the stretch, excuse me. This one's at the knees for a strike. Last year, a bit of a rougher season. Of course, it was for most pitchers. 24 starts, 6.14 ERA in 139 innings. At the belt, delivers this one inside, almost hits Shaver again. Ducks out of the way. Still only 38 walks in 139 innings. Pitched 8 1/3 against Charleston on July 21st with 10 strikeouts. This one's lined to right field, chasing back Stokes. He'll play it, a one-hop off the wall. Shaver rounds first, throws to second, and he's in there standing as it goes to the cutoff man, Jack Kenley. So after 2 quick outs, it's a 2-out double for the catcher out of Utah, Colton Shaver, and that's going to bring up Anthony Perrone. So Lancaster once again gets a runner into scoring position. Yet to get one across the plate. So we're here in the 4th inning now. Perrone has a chance to knock in the first run of the ball game for Lancaster. Shaver off of second. Von Schaman sets and delivers. This one's off the hands of Perrone, fouled back. 0-1. Von Schaman, not the first professional athlete from his family. His father, 6 years as a kicker for the Dolphins. Again, out of Oklahoma, an OU legend. The all-century team at the kicker position. 0-1 delivery from Von Schaman. And, ooh, that one hits Castro, and he's down. Might have hit inside of the chest protector, perhaps. They'll try to walk it off. Also got Perrone. So he makes his way to first base. Both catchers have now been hit by a pitch for Lancaster. Of course, Perrone handling the DH duties today. So first and second and 2 outs for Jake Hoover. First time up, grounded into a double play to end the 2nd inning. Now is a chance to drive in a run. Backdoor breaking ball from Von Schaman, misses inside. So you hear the wind start to pick up a little bit here at Peoples Bank Park. 1-0 delivery. Off the hands, popped up on the infield. Kenley will call. Drifting to his left, makes the catch. And once again, the Revs do not allow the runners in scoring position to get across the plate. Duke Von Schaman working a nice inning, including just 1 hit. And we go to the bottom of the 4th inning with the Revs leading it 2-0 here on WOYK YouTube. So after striking out the side in order in the third inning, Auggie Silk back out for his second inning. And it looks like they're going to pull them off the field as the rain starting to come down hard here at Peoples Bank Park. We will let you know if this game continues, but as for now, we are in a rain delay. I will try to get as much information as I can here, but coming down a little hard here in York. We mentioned that there was going to be some rain in the forecast. For how long it lasts, we'll have to wait and see. But for now, stick around if you so choose, and we'll let you know if we're back here. Keep checking in here on WOYK YouTube. Again, it's 2-0 Revs in the bottom of the fourth inning. Jake Ness here. I'll be with you all season alongside Daryl Henry.
Guys ready, Ross?
Well, for those that stayed with us, congratulations. You survived that incredibly long rain delay. Jake Ness here with you for spring training action on WOYK YouTube. As we were getting at, Auggie Silk struck out the side back in the third inning, so he has earned himself a second inning of work against the 4, 5, 6 hitters Nelly Rodriguez, Carlos Castro, and Josue Herrera for the Revs, who lead it 2-0 here. An RBI double in the first by Carlos Franco and a solo home run out to left center field by Elmer Reyes back in the second inning. So Nelly digs in for his second at-bat of the ball game. Walked his first time up, and now facing lefty Silk, who winds and delivers in there for a called strike. Open stance from Rodriguez, the former Cleveland prospect. Backdoor breaking ball again in there for a strike. Silk has been pinpoint with that, to say the least, today. It's 1-2 to Nelly. Overhand wind and the delivery swung on and missed. Drop third on the tag. Nelly is out. And make it 4 straight strikeouts for Auggie Silk. This one, the first one swinging. A great day for the young lefty, and now he has to face Carlos Castro with one away, and the base is empty. A windy and overcast afternoon here at Peoples Bank Park. Carlos Castro grounding to a double play his first time up, and the first pitch fastball taken on the inside corner for a called strike. Oh, 1 delivery to Castro. Silk working fast. This one in the dirt. Bounces up and hits Castro off the ricochet. Draws the count even at 1. Castro sharing a laugh with the home plate umpire. Silk into the wind for the 1-1. And Castro fouls it off inside out to the right side. Get to see one of the newcomers for the Revs on the mound next inning. That's one of the draftees, Matthew Meyer, taken out of the prospect showcase down in Florida last month. One of 2 picks the Revs made. Adrian Alicon, the other, also pitched today. Silk into the wind. Castro again stays alive, fouling it back. One, 2 from Silk to Castro, awaiting. Overhead wind and delivery. This one's on the ground to short. Actually fielded by the third baseman on a hop. Not in time as it skips away from Dugan. That was Trace Lair ranging over to get the slow roller. The throw was spiked into the ground. Dugan was not able to hold on. And Carlos Castro will reach. I can be my own official scorer today. I'll give Castro the base hit on a good hustle play because I'm such a nice guy. So a runner on first and 1 away. Lefty-lefty matchup against Josue Herrera. First delivery swung on and missed. Tried to go away with it, and Josue swings through it. Mark Mason really excited to see what Herrera can do in a full season here in York. 0-1 delivery. Tried to go for the backdoor breaking ball. Josue ducks down. Now time is called as another ball gets away onto the field. It's the reality you have to live with when you have bullpens on the field. Happens every now and again. But back to play. The 1-1 awaits. Silk sets. Looks over, now delivers to the plate. Herrera fouls this back. And finds himself behind 1-2. On deck, if the inning continues, is Elmer Reyes. The wind end delivery. Swung on and missed. Took something off of that one. 5th strikeout of the afternoon for Auggie Silk. The second one swinging. Now, Elmer Reyes will hope to repeat his performance in his first at-bat where he homered out to left center field. Very excited to have him in York this season after making his rounds around the Atlantic League. First delivery from Silk. This one's in the air, right field, chasing towards the line. It's out of play. Oh-1 to Elmer Reyes awaits. Silk sets and delivers. Inside at the feet. 1-1. Reyes, part of the Braves system from 2009 to 2015. Reached Triple-A Gwinnett. He grounds this one off the hand. It's going to be a tough play for Silk, who spins and fires in time. So not a strikeout that time for Silk, but he does retire the side. Reyes is down and the inning ends. So a single by Carlos Castro, negated. And after 5 strikeouts, that's likely the end of the day for Auggie Silk. We'll see a new pitcher in the top of the 5th inning when we come back on WOYK YouTube. Javon Torrance will bat to lead off the top of the fifth. For Lancaster, trailing 2-0. And the new pitcher on the mound for the Revs is one of the two draftees from the Prospect Showcase. This is Adrian Alarcon. Alarcon's first delivery in there for a called strike. Alarcon played at William Patterson, but was not really that much of a pitcher. He was an outfielder for the Pioneers and drafted as a pitcher because of the electric arm that he possesses. Did throw a little bit in college's senior season. 5 2/3 scoreless innings, gave up just 1 hit and struck out 6. And Eddie Gonzalez, who was down recruiting for the Reds at that showcase, as the 1-1 is swung on and missed by Torrance. It's 1-2. Said the velocity and movement was really good. Even though he was a fantastic hitter in college, hit .333 his junior season with 4 doubles and 2 triples. Also had great numbers in JUCO prior to making his way to William Patterson. He is going to be strictly a pitcher, and he gets the swing and a miss. Went in with the off-speed there and got Torrance to chase off the plate. So the first impression of Adrian Alarcon is a strikeout to lead off the top of the fifth. Batting average is off the chart as a hitter for Alarcon. Out of New Jersey, first pitch misses up and away to Melvin Mercedes. The switch hitter now turns around and bats from the right side. 4 hits on the spring, including 2 today. 1-0 from Alarcon. Tried to go backdoor with the breaking ball and misses. 2-0 to Mercedes. But .445 in 34 games as a sophomore and .411 in 38 games as a freshman was Alarcon. We're going to see the promise he has with the arm. Fastball misses away. Falls behind 3-0 to Mercedes. With Trace Lair on deck. Alarcon winds and delivers the 3-0 and misses off the plate. 4 straight balls. And Mercedes is on for the 3rd time today with the 1-out walk here in the top of the 5th. 2-0 Revs here. Game 1 of their 3-game spring training slate. 1 of 2 they'll play against Lancaster, and then we'll host Southern Maryland on Tuesday for the final tune-up before the regular season gets underway next Friday in Long Island. First pitch from Alarcon to Lair, misses away. The 5 straight balls there from Alarcon after the strikeout to begin the inning. Mercedes has some definite speed off of first base. And the first delivery. This one's off the hands in foul ground. Franco over will make the catch. Mercedes fakes the tag. Franco looks him back. A good bounce back pitch from Alarcon. 2 away. Kelly Dugan, the first baseman, 0 for 2 on the day. We don't have any numbers or way of substitution, but I believe there is a new catcher, Paul Mondesi, doing the catching, one of the newcomers for the Revs this year. The first pitch from Alarcon to Dugan misses away. Mondesi's brother, Adalberto, you may recognize that name with the Royals. Debuted back in 2015 and even led the American League in steals in 2020. Alarcon's delivery in there for a strike evens the count at 1. Dugan with the open stance. Alarcon looks over at Mercedes. Now delivers. Mercedes runs, swung on a miss, throw down from Mondesi right on the money, and they got him. Paul Mondesi making his first impression with a laser to second base, and Elmer Reyes lays down the tag to throw out Mercedes. Good inning of work by Adrian Alarcon as well. We go to the bottom of the fifth, 2-0 Rebs. Here's spring training coverage on WOYK YouTube. Well, we saw one showcase arm in the top half of the inning, and now Lancaster's pick, Josh Smith, the lefty from Mansfield, Ohio. 25-year-old will pitch in the bottom of the fifth and face Jack Kenley, Zach Rackhusen, and Joey Scove. 2-0 lead for the Revs. And the first pitch from Smith. Swung on and missed by Kenley, fouled into the mid, actually, for the first strike. Couple of changes defensively for Lancaster. We'll get to them after this pitch. The wind and the delivery. Breaking ball misses down. But it's going to be Hoover at third, Mercedes at short, and Lair at second with Shaver at first. 1-1. Misses inside, tried to backdoor that breaking ball. With Shaver at first, Peroni comes in to do the catching, and Kelly Dugan moves to left, Mark Zagunis to center, and Devon Torrance in right. This one misses away, 3-1 to Kenley. Kenley was drafted in 2019 out of Arkansas. Made back-to-back College World Series with the Razorbacks. This one on the corner. On the outside corner for a called strike. Draws the count full. Broke out as a junior. Hit .311 with 13 home runs and 10 doubles. Fouls this one away to stay alive. 54 RBIs and really made a name for himself. Hence being drafted in the 8th round by Detroit. Guy who struggled out of the gate in 2021 in affiliated ball, and the unfortunate reality was that some guys were going to have a really short leash last season in major league organizations. Smith's delivery misses inside, and Kenley draws the full count walk. So Kenley reaches for the first time today. Zach Rackhusen, who popped out to second base, will dig in now. First delivery, Recusen swings and fouls it off to the right side out of play. Recusen played his collegiate ball between Marist College and Georgetown. Takes this delivery downstairs, draws the count even at 1. Played his grad season in 2017 with Georgetown. Started all 55 games, led the team with 77 hits, included 21 multi-hit games, 13 of them with at least 3 hits. 1-1 delivery. Goes after that one upstairs and swings through it. 1-2. Took him until his final game of his collegiate career against Xavier to hit his first career home run. So a good way to go out on top. 1-2. Recusen taps this one back to the mound. Tough play. Charging and throwing across his body in time. That was Hoover on the throw to Shaver. Gets the hustling Recusen. Great play. And one away, back to the top of the order, and Joey Scove. It's 5-3 on the put out there. Scove has a runner in scoring position as the sun starts to come out once again here at Peoples Bank Park. Jack Kenley on second. The first delivery to Scove is in there for a called strike. Scove set down on strikes in both of his first 2 at-bats today. Swinging in the first, looking in the third. Now bats here in the 5th. 1 out, runner on second, 2-0 Revs lead. Delivery, misses upstairs, draws the count even. Joey Scove played at UVA Wise as a freshman, and then after that, you can't really find anything on him until his time in the Empire League last season. This one's a breaking ball that misses away from Josh Smith. 2-1 to Scove, and we had all the players fill out a bit of a questionnaire, and one of the questions was, what's the most interesting story that people may not know about you? And he said, his career after his freshman year of college. We just got that back today. I'm going to be very interested to see what, in fact, the story was. He takes a fastball inside. It's ahead in the count, 3-1. Well, we've seen him in practice the first few days, and the tools jump off the page. Here's the 3-1 delivery in the dirt. Good block by Peroni to keep it in front. Kenley will hold it second, but a 1-out walk for Joey Scove, reaching for the first time today. That's the second walk of the inning for Smith. 2 on, 1 away, and back to Troy Stokes Jr. Singled and scored back in the first inning and struck out looking. The second of 5 strikeout victims from Auggie Silk. That was back in the 3rd inning. Time's called here by Stokes. So it's Kenley on second. Scove off of first. First baseman Shaver not holding. Scove gets a little bit of an extra lead. First delivery to Stokes. Swings through a fastball. Troy Stokes Jr., one of the newcomers. 3 newcomers in the outfield today. 0-1 delivery inside, draws the count even. And very rare you see a guy available with his kind of tools and experience in the majors just last season. 1-1 delivery, misses away. And This kind of shows the value of the Atlantic League to a lot of these guys. It's a good way to showcase yourself and get yourself out there to be viewed by all 30 Major League franchises. Stokes, of course, looking to do that at the ripe age of just 24 years old. 1-1 delivery. Swings through an off-speed pitch right on top of it. Excuse me, 26 on Troy Stokes Jr. Drafted back in 2015 by Milwaukee, as we've mentioned. And figures to be potentially an opening day starter in either center or right field. 1-2 miss is low. Again, still awaiting the arrival of the other 3 outfielders on this roster, 2 of them returners, and Melky Mesa and JC Encarnacion, and then another newcomer in Jeffrey Perez, who is supposed to arrive in York today. This one misses off the plate, and Troy Stokes draws a walk, the 3rd walk of the inning for Josh Smith, and that one loads the bases. Now we're going to have a conversation out on the mound with Smith before Carlos Franco digs in. 3 walks on the inning for the newcomer Smith. Short and sweet conversation. A few final words between Smith and Peroni. Carlos Franco and Peroni share a few words before Franco digs in. Drove in the first run of the ball game back in the first inning, did Franco, went the other way. Off of Brent Teller, off the top of the arch nemesis. First delivery, breaking ball, gets the outside corner. Called strike to Franco. That double back in the first inning was actually stranded on 3rd to end the inning and then struck out looking against Auggie Silk back in the 3rd. This one misses downstairs, draws the count even at 1. Nelly Rodriguez on deck, and then it'll be Paul Mondesi, who was newly into the game, lasting as a defensive replacement. Bases loaded. Smith sets and delivers the 1-1 off the plate away. Be interesting to see how the middle of the order is structured once Melky Mesa makes its way. Revs are hopeful he can arrive sometime next week before the start of the regular season. Inside on the hands, ties up Franco, swings through it. Count even at 2. Bases loaded, 1 away. Delivery to Franco. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Franco set down looking for the 2nd time on the afternoon. And although that was the 2nd out, they're going to call the end to the inning. So a bounce back strikeout from Josh Smith. And we will go to the top of the 6th inning with the Revs leading at 2-0 on WOIK YouTube, our exclusive spring training coverage. First of 3 games, and a new arm on the mound for the Revs when we come back. Well, as you saw last inning, that's the beauty of spring training baseball here in the Atlantic League. If you recall back in the first inning, Carlos Castro was actually safe at first base on what we thought was called a double play, so it is actually 3-0 in favor of the Revs. But that is spring training for you. New pitcher on the mound, a returner from last year, Isaac Sanchez, acquired early in the season after making a few appearances with High Point. 29 years old, out of the Bronx, 6'2". And he will be the pitcher here in the 6th inning for the Revs and features to be one of the better top returners in the bullpen. And Kelly Dugan, who was at bat at the end of the 5th inning, will lead off the 6th. Of course, Paul Mondesi with an absolute laser to throw out Mercedes trying to steal to end the 5th inning. So Dugan back in the box and takes the first pitch down and in from Sanchez. The wind and the delivery. This one also inside. Dugan 0 for 2 with a strikeout and the line out to right field. Sanchez a 5-0 record last year in 49 1/3 innings pitched. Delivery misses downstairs. 3-0 to Dugan here. 59 strikeouts to 29 walks for Sanchez. 3-0 delivery. Off the plate away, ball 4. So Dugan reaches base for the first time today on the leadoff walk. Middle third of the order now. Starting with Mark Zagunis. First delivery from Sanchez to Zagunis is on the outside corner for a called strike. Good bounce back pitch from Sanchez after the 4-pitch walk. Oh, 0-1, the wind and the delivery misses upstairs. Sanchez sets at the belt. 1-1 delivery. And this one misses right above the letters. 2-1. Sanchez winds, misses down and away. Now it's 3-1 to Zagunis, and Sanchez in danger of walking the first 2 batters here in the 6th. Sanchez winds and delivers off the plate, back-to-back walks. So the first time we'll see Sanchez in a little bit of trouble this season. Good test to see how he works out of it. He's got Ladarius Clark, the next batter. Strikeout and a ground out. First delivery, swung on, hit to the right side. Rodriguez over, gives it a look, and it's out of play into the seats over the first base dugout. We do have a defensive replacement for the Revs, one of the only other non-catcher on the bench, Carlos Rivero, another newcomer. Out of the Reds organization, from the Reds to the Revs. Sure, that'll tie me up a few times this season talking about it. 0-1 from Sanchez. Just a bit upstairs, evens the count at 1. Count even. Sanchez at the belt delivers. And a good fastball swung on and missed. got it above the hands of Ladarius Clark. It's 1-2. Colton Shaver on deck. Another delivery from Sanchez. And at the knees, called strike 3. Great bounce back from Sanchez. Clark can't believe it. Walks his way back to the dugout. The first out of the inning. A strikeout by Isaac Sanchez. 1 away. Colton Shaver hit by a pitch and then a double to right field on the day. His day catching is done. He's slid over to first base. And he faces Isaac Sanchez here. First pitch. Misses. Inside, says the home plate umpire. Sanchez, quick delivery. This one's tapped foul behind the plate. So this is a good opportunity to see Sanchez in a tight situation. Answered the call well, the first batter, with the strikeout of Ladarius Clark. Back-to-back walks have runners on first and second with 1 away. We're in the top of the 6th inning. Delivery from Sanchez. Fouled back. And now it's a 1-2 count. The wind is still very prevalent here at Peoples Bank Park. Sanchez sets, delivers the 1-2. This one's lined to the left side into left field for a base hit. Rakusin up and throwing. They'll hold the runner at third. Throw goes in, and now it gets past Mondesi all the way to the backstop. But holding at third is Dugan. Bit of an erratic throw, a little up the line from the cutoff man. And skipped past. The refs perhaps called a break that Dugan was held at third base. But now it really gets tight for Isaac Sanchez. Base is loaded, just 1 away, and he'll face Anthony Peroni. Dugan and Zagunis on third and second, respectively. They reached on walks. First pitch from Sanchez in there for a called strike to Anthony Peroni. And then the base hit by Colton Shaver brings us to bases loaded, 1 away. Sanchez sets to the belt, the delivery. Breaking ball in there for a strike. And a great bounce back for Sanchez. He's up 0-2. Oh-2 from Sanchez. And a good job by Peroni to stay on it and foul it back. Sanchez, another guy with a lot of experience in the Frontier League. 2017 with the Schaumburg Boomers, and then 18 and 19 with the Joliet Slammers. Sets at the belt and delivers another 0-2. A check swing, but it gets the bat and fouled away by Peroni. Matthew Myers, the pitcher to follow for the Revs in the 7th inning. Sanchez, another 0-2 delivery. This time it's in the dirt past Mondesi, and in to score is Dugan on the pass ball. Just went through the wickets there on Mondesi. First run crosses for Lancaster today. It's 3-1 now, and Zagunis moves up to third, Shaver up to second, still just 1 away. 1-2 to Anthony Peroni. Reached on a single and then was hit by a pitch. Here's the delivery. This one misses downstairs. And the count's drawn back even to 2-2. Sanchez at the belt. Delivers to Peroni. Again downstairs. That's 3 straight downstairs after going ahead 0-2. Base open, second and third with 1 away. Lancaster has finally crossed the plate in this ball game, 3-1, as Kelly Dugan scored on the wild pitch. Sanchez sets, delivers, up and in, ball 4. Oop. So from 0-2 to a walk, Peroni's on base for the 3rd time today. That's the 3rd walk of the inning for Sanchez. Still just 1 away. And back to the shortstop, Jake Hoover, 0 for 2 on the day, grounded into a double play, and then popped out to the second baseman, Jack Kenley. Base is empty. Or base is loaded, excuse me. First pitch in there for a strike. Quite the opposite. Oh, 1 from Sanchez to Hoover. Popped foul out of play. Towards the right side, 0-2. So we'll see how Sanchez is able to maneuver the rest of this at bat. Of course, he was ahead 0-2 to Peroni. Ended up walking him on 4 consecutive pitches. 0-2 delivery. Breaking ball misses away. Tried to get him a chase there, but Hoover holds. No on-deck hitter. So you have to presume this is the last batter, spring training style. One, two. Sanchez from the belt delivers. And again, Hoover fouls it off over the first base dugout out of play. Stays alive on a 1-2 count. Sanchez is 1-2. This one misses just above the letters, draws the count even. If you're Isaac Sanchez, you'd really like to get this out here, of course. Won't necessarily be able to finish the inning per se, but would be a great confidence booster after the jam he worked himself into. This one's lined into right field, down for a base hit. 1 run is in. They'll send the runner from second base, and he is in standing up. The throw cut off by Nelly. Scores Zagunis and Colton Shaver. And the inning is done. We're tied up at 3. And now a new pitcher coming into the game for Lancaster when we come back. All knotted up at 3 after a tough inning from Isaac Sanchez. Top of the 7th when we come back, or bottom of the 6th, excuse me, here on WOYK YouTube. Bottom of the 6th inning here at Peoples Bank Park. Spring training action between the Revs and the Lancaster Barnstormers. All knotted up at 3. Has 3 runs scored last inning off of Isaac Sanchez. And the new pitcher is Donald Goodson, a 27-year-old right-hander from Detroit, Michigan. He'll be tasked with facing 4, 5, and 6 for the Revs in the bottom of the 6th inning, and that starts with Nelly Rodriguez. Nelly on the day walked and then struck out. And the first pitch from Goodson misses high. Goodson pitched last year in Lancaster, 51 games, 53 innings pitched, 55 strikeouts to 42 walks. His delivery to Nelly misses off the plate away. Played his college ball in Sterling, Colorado at Northeastern Junior College. Was actually a shortstop, has since transitioned to a pitcher. And his delivery this time misses off the plate away again. Hitters count for Nelly Rodriguez, 3-0 here. Goodson sets, delivers. This one catches the outside corner. He's tried that the last few pitches. This time finally gets it. And it's 3-1. Delivery on its way. This one misses inside, and Nelly's aboard for his second walk of the afternoon. Fifth walk today, drawn by Revs hitters. 2 of them being Nelly Rodriguez, and here's Paul Mondesi for his first at-bat. First delivery, catches the outside corner for a called strike. Paul Mondesi made his impact with his arm earlier in the ball game, throwing out Mercedes. Now he swings and misses through a breaking ball in the dirt. Quickly finds himself behind 0-2. Baseball in the Mondesi family. Of course, if you follow Major League Baseball very closely, you probably know his brother Adalberto Mondesi, who debuted in the Major Leagues all the way back in 2015 and has just been a spark plug, a staple in the Royals organization ever since. 0-2 delivery to Mondesi. This one's grounded up the middle. Fielder on a hop. Second baseman will step on the bag for one throw to first in time and rolling the double play. Paul Mondesi down and Nelly Rodriguez erased as well. All of a sudden 2 away. A great bounce back pitch there by Goodson after the leadoff walk, and back to Josue Herrera. I believe that was Melvin Mercedes back at second base, making that unassisted step on second base and the fire to first. First pitch to Herrera, tap back to the mound. Goodson will field, couple of crow hops, soft throw over first in time, and a quick inning of work for the right-hander Donald Goodson. 6 innings in the books, knotted up at 3. Matt Meyer into the game for the Revs. When we come back, you're listening to exclusive spring training coverage of Revs baseball on WOYK's YouTube. Top of the 7th inning, and another new arm on the mound for the Revs. This is the left-hander Matt Meyer. We saw Adrian Alarcon back in the 5th inning. Meyer, the other selection out of the showcase down in Florida last month. Revs went in looking for a couple of left-handed relievers. That was the objective, and Eddie Gonzalez believes they got the 2 best left-handers in the entire camp. Meyer's first chance pitching off the mound at Peoples Bank Park. First pitch fouled away. This is back to the bottom of the order, and Devon Torrance. Torrance grounded back out to the mound in the 2nd and then struck out against Alarcon in the 5th. 0-1 from Meyer, misses away. It's hard to find a lot on Meyer professionally. The last thing of record for him in the internet world is his work at Jacksonville University in 2017 and 2018. This one's fouled back. And he was one of the 4 arms announced in the final edition last Monday of Rev Hot Stove Weekly. Guy looking to make his mark here in York. Here's the delivery. Line to second base. Kenley will field on a hop. It eats him up. Second hop, fields it and throws to first in time. Great job by Kenley to stay with that one. On the initial hop, it almost ate him up a little bit, but it stayed up for him to grab and recover in time. Great play by Kenley at second base. He's had a couple of them today, and Torrance is retired for the 3rd time today. 4-3 on the putout, and back to the top of the order, Melvin Mercedes, who's reached all 3 times, most recently on a walk back in the 5th. First pitch from Meyer misses away. And a little bit of confusion there as Melvin Mercedes thought about testing the new rules there for a second. Of course, any ball that skips away from the catcher, the hitter has the option to make his way to first base. It'll count as a base hit. This one's on the ground, third base side, and past Castro. It's a fair ball into the bullpen. Rakusin will chase it into the corner. Mercedes rounding second, and he'll hold there. Rakusin had a little trouble in the corner. Of course, he had to run right into where the new Barnstormer pitcher was warming up, and that one just snuck inside the line there. Past Franco, who tried it on a backhand, and the 4th time reaching base, 5th hit of the spring for Melvin Mercedes. He's reached all 4 times today. 3 hits, including that being his 2nd double. He's on second base here with 1 away. Trace Lair, the hitter. And the first delivery from Meyer misses inside. Meyer's delivery up and in. Two and 0 to the infielder Trace Lair. Lefty on lefty mashup here. 1 away, runner on second. Top of the 7th inning. Meyer's delivery up and in. Lenin Rodriguez, a returner from last season, doing the catching for the final third of the ball game. Revs have 3 catchers in camp. Of course, Carlos Castro figures to be the starter. He got the start behind the plate, followed by Paul Mondesi and now Rodriguez. And it's 4-pitch walk as that one misses inside to Lair. second base runner to reach against Matt Meyer here in the top of the 7th. First of 3 spring training games here for the Revs. Two of which are being played here at Peoples Bank Park. They'll make the trip over to Lancaster on Monday. Again, we'll have all 3 of these games covered here on WOYK YouTube exclusively. Meyer's first pitch, tried the backdoor breaking ball, misses. Much like Alarcon, the scouting report from camp was good velocity, good movement. And Eddie Gonzalez believes they got the 2 best pitchers from the camp. 1-0 delivery, up and away. Meyer having a little trouble finding the strike zone. He'll get a conversation with Lenin Rodriguez. Of course, Revs fans, we'd love to have you out for Fan Fest on Saturday. You kick off your Easter weekend by getting your first taste of the Revs. And then, of course, home opener May 3rd here against Gastonia. 9 games will be in the books for the Revs by then. They open the season with a 9-game road trip. Starts next Friday in Long Island. Meyer sets the delivery. The Dugan misses. Inside. It's 3-0. Sets at the belt and delivers. This one catches the outside corner. Dugan thought he had ball 4. First and second, 1 away. 3-1 to Dugan. Upstairs, ball 4. Meyer walked him. That loads the bases for Mark Zagunis. Got the leadoff man to ground out. That was Devon Torrance. And then since then, a double by Melvin Mercedes and back-to-back walks to Lair and Dugan. Lows the bases for Zagunis. 0 for 2 and a walk. Former highly touted Cubs prospect. 3rd-round pick in 2014 out of Virginia Tech. First delivery from Meyer, down and in. Zagunis burst onto the scene immediately as a freshman, was actually a catcher in college, All-ACC second team, and a freshman All-American. He fouls this one away near the Revs dugout. Evens the count at 1. 3rd round of a loaded 2014 draft class for the Cubs. Of course, first round they drafted catcher Kyle Schwarber. Then in the 6th round drafted Dylan Cease, who's making a name for himself with the White Sox now. Meyer sets and delivers upstairs. There is a lot of run on that fastball from Meyer. It's just a matter of settling down and getting it under control. 2-1 to Zagunis. Away, good stab at it by Lenin Rodriguez. It's 3-1. Base is loaded. Still just 1 away here in the top of the 7th inning. Ladarius Clark on deck for Lancaster. Meyer's delivery. Swung on and missed. Went away with it. And Zagunis swings through it. Good bounce back pitch by Meyer. Draws the count full. Full count, 1 away. Meyer sets the belt. Now delivers. Swung on and missed. Went upstairs and Zagunis chased it. First strikeout of the afternoon for Matt Meyer. Bases are still loaded, but now 2 away. On deck hitter back into the dugout, so presumably the last batter of the inning is Ladarius Clark. First pitch. Tried to get him at the letters, just a bit upstairs. Ladarius Clark, a strikeout victim twice today, and also flew out to center. At the belt, Meyer delivers, swung on and missed. Another good rising fastball there. There is indeed a lot of life on that pitch from the lefty. Delivery. This one's downstairs. At the belt, Meyer. Delivery to Clark. Misses inside. Three one. Meyer's delivery. Fouled back to the screen. Draws the count full. Bases loaded, 2 away. Last batter of the inning for Meyer. The payoff pitch misses away, ball 4, and the inning will end. It's a bases loaded walk. So Lancaster moves ahead 4-3, as that is the last batter of the inning. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Revs now trailing. You're listening to exclusive spring training baseball coverage for the Revs here on WOYK YouTube. Revs up to bat in the 7th inning. Year of spring training baseball, and a new pitcher on the mound for Lancaster is the right-hander Tyler Sulentrop. He's a 25-year-old from Plantation, Florida, 14th round draft pick by Seattle in 2018. And he'll face 7, 8, 9 for the Revs here. Carlos Rivero, the new infielder making his first plate appearance of the spring. First pitch from Solentrop misses inside. Solentrop, 14th round pick in 2018. Played at Indian River State College. And his delivery to Rivero is in there for a strike. It's been a good school for producing major league talent. Angel Pagan, Johnny Venters, Corey Spangenberg, to name a few. Delivery misses off the plate away. And a couple of names that may be familiar to Orioles fans, Steve Pierce and Luke Scott. Also out of Indian River State College. Winds and delivers. In there for a called strike, 2-2 to Carlos Rivero. Wind and the delivery again, working fast. This one's tapped out in front of the plate, but foul just outside of the third base line. Peroni was up and ready to fire on that one. So we'll do it again, 2-2. Solentrop was in the Cubs organization last season between low A and high A. 20 games between the two levels. Another 2-2 on its way. Good hold by Rivero as it misses outside, draws the count full. 10 outings at each level. At low A Myrtle Beach, had a .96 ERA. Another 2-2 on its way, swung on and missed. Rivero swings through it, and he's the first casualty of the inning. Then he went up to high A and had a little bit of issues transitioning an 8.82 ERA. In total, 35 innings between the two with a 4.63 earned run average. Struck out 45 hitters along the way. He faces Jack Kenley here, and the first pitch misses upstairs. 45 strikeouts to just 26 walks. And at 25 years old, looking to use this as a segue back to a big league organization. This one misses off the plate away, 2-0 to Kenley. Kenley, another young guy at just 24 years old, who was playing affiliated ball when 2021 began. He waits a 2-0. This one's across the plate for a called strike. Infield shaded to shift against Kenley a little bit. This one misses away. Kenley not even thinking about running. The shortstop is playing still on the left side of the infield, but probably just a step to our left from our view, the right of the second base bag. And the third baseman playing where the shortstop would normally play, the 2-1 on the outside corner, called strike 2. So from 2-0 to 2-2. Here's the pitch to Jack Kenley. Misses away, and that was actually ball 4. So Kenley walks. Looks like Lenin Rodriguez will get in at bat. This kind of just shows where the batting order doesn't really matter here in spring training. Lenin Rodriguez technically the 5-hole as the catcher. Tried to backdoor the breaking ball inside. Zach Rackhusen, the actual 9-hole hitter, still on deck. There's a reason Darrell Henry is not joining me on this broadcast. Kenley leads off a first. 1-0 delivery inside. because you can check out our socials for day 3 of our Racehorse Tavern Rev Spring Training Report. Daryl was joined by Carlos Castro before the ball game. Pitch misses inside to Lenine. 3-0 to Rodriguez. Looking to make the club as the backup to Carlos Castro. And the delivery inside, ball 4. Lenine Rodriguez works a 4-pitch walk, second walk of the inning for the Revs. And now Zach Rackhusen will have a meeting with his catcher and his third baseman. Does Sulentrop, and Zach Rackhusen still looking for his first hit of the spring. Zach Racks, in my opinion, one of the better nicknames on this Revs team. Brings a lot of energy to the ball club. Runners on first and second, and the delivery. Rackhusen lines it to center field, drifting over, making the play is Ladarius Clark, fires in. So the runners will hold a well-hit ball by Rackhusen, but right at the center fielder. Back to the top of the order, and Joey Scove. 2 strikeouts and a walk so far in the afternoon. Got the opportunity to lead things off today and man center field. Of course, with Jeffrey Perez arriving today, we can expect to see him get some action in center field the next couple of games. First pitch inside corner, called strike to Scove. And then Melky Mesa, hopefully not too far behind Jeffrey. Oh, 0-1 to Scove. This one's down and in. Draws the count even. Jack Kenley off of second base. Lenine Rodriguez off of first. 2 away here in the bottom of the 7th inning. New arm scheduled to pitch for the Revs in the 8th inning, Jocelyn Arias. Sets and delivers. Scove, hard line drive back at the dugout. Zach Rackhusen was chilling on the fence and was brushed back as that one hit the netting. Joey Scove hits some hard hit balls. It's been really fun to sit and watch batting practice the last few days. See the raw power that some of these Revs hitters possess. Here's the delivery. Saws him off to first base. Fielded on a soft liner by Shaver, and that ends the inning. Joey Scove lines out to end the inning, and we go to the 8th. Jocelyn Arias will take the mound when we come back. It's 4-3 Lancaster. You're listening to Revs Baseball, spring training exclusively on WOYK YouTube. Another newcomer will pitch the 8th inning for York. It's Jocelyn Arias, 28-year-old right-hander out of the Dominican Republic. Last pitched in the States in 2018. He was in the Dominican Summer League with the Orioles. And has played the last few seasons back in the DR. A lot of live velocity from the arm of Arias, and his first pitch to Colton Shaver misses inside. 4-3 in 2018 with the Orioles in 16 games, started 8 of them. A 2.81 ERA, 1-0 delivery, in there for a called strike. 51 innings pitched, struck out 52 hitters. Here's the 1-1 delivery, just off the outside corner away to Colton Shaver, who's reached in all 3 of his plate appearances, 2 hits, a double, and a single. Arias working quick. Here's the 2-1, and it's fouled back to the screen by Shaver. You can always appreciate a guy who works as quick as Jocelyn Arias. Count even at 2. Arias from the wind. Delivers. And a half swing fouled back to the screen by Shaver. But manager Mark Mason sees Arias as a guy who can go multiple innings, presumably in a swingman role. A little bit of long relief behind the starter. This one's up and in, drawing the count full to Shaver. And the payoff pitch, swung on and missed. A good fastball ties up Shaver, and Arias' first batter is a strikeout. 1 away here in the 8th. That's quite the way to make your first impression. But Mason said on our Hot Stove show that from the video and scouting reports he's seen, the velocity is great. I'm seeing it firsthand now as the first one runs up and in. Knocks Peroni off the plate. Live arm, and still just 28 years old for Jocelyn Arias. From the wind, delivers. This one misses off the plate away. Revs has not done a whole lot of shifting with their defense today. Only change has been at catcher, and then Rivero coming in at short. Arias' pitch fouled off right in front of the plate. The outfield has not moved around either. It's been Rakusin in left, Scove in center, and Stokes in right all day. Arias' delivery. This one's downstairs. Hoover on deck. 3-1. Awaiting. Arias into the wind and to the plate. Outside corner, called strike 2. Payoff pitch on its way from Arias to Peroni. Off the plate away, ball 4. So Peroni works a walk on for the 4th time today, his 2nd walk. Had been hit by a pitch back in the 4th and singled in the 2nd. So after Shaver went down on strikes, just Mercedes and Peroni, the ones who have reached in every single plate appearance today. Here's Hoover with 1 away. First pitch from Arias from the stretch. Swung through and missed by Hoover. Hoover, a quick guy who will be tough to double up. Arias with the high set, the delivery. This one's hit in the air, right center field. Scove over. Stokes Jr. calling and makes the catch. Peroni was halfway. He'll retreat to first. And 2 away. Stokes and Scove talking it out in right center field. Those ones always scary in the gap, but luckily able to communicate. Troy Stokes Jr. putting it away. Arias steps off as he waits for Scove and Stokes to get back to their positions. Now we're set to go. And the first pitch. Called strike on the outside corner to Torrance. Torrance still looking for his first hit of the ball game. 2 ground outs and a strikeout. Arias high set now delivers. This one's chopped back to the mound. Arias to field. Step and throw over to first in time. And a quick inning for Jocelyn Arias. Good way to make your first impression in York. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's 4-3 Lancaster. This is exclusive Rev Spring Training coverage here on the WOK YouTube page. Well, the term well-traveled is thrown around a lot when describing baseball players, but fits the billing for the new pitcher on the mound. For Lancaster, it's the veteran left-hander Mark Zipchinski, 36 years old, out of Cave Creek, Arizona, drafted all the way back in 2007 by Toronto. By 2009, he was in the majors. And he faces Troy Stokes Jr. to lead off the 8th. First pitch is tapped back, foul by Stokes. 7 different teams over 9 major league seasons. Toronto, St. Louis, Cleveland, San Diego, Oakland, Washington, Seattle, and then back to Cleveland. Zipchinski over his career, particularly tough on left-handed hitters who hit just .227 against him. They'll face one in Franco. This one's screwed out to center field by Stokes. Looking up at the wall, it's gone. Troy Stokes Jr. over the PSECU sign in right center field. It's the second long ball of the day for the Revs. Ties it up, in fact, at 4 apiece. Two newcomers making their presence felt. Stokes Jr., we talked about his power-speed combo. There's the power. The sold-out People's Bank Park crowd goes berserk for that one. Here's Carlos Franco. Swings and misses through that one. And this is where Zipchinski's value really shows itself against the lefties. He's got a bit of a sidearm look, so it's particularly tough for the left-handers. Franco fouls this one back. Quickly behind 0-2. Rodriguez on deck. Oh, 2. This one bounces in the dirt to the backstop. And Franco chops his feet a little bit. A lot of hitters have jokingly suggested that they may take off on some of these pitches to the backstop all day. I'll be very interested to see how that rule actually plays a factor as the season goes on. This one swung on and missed. Foul tipped in the mid, in fact, by Castro. He's down on strikes. So a strikeout for Zipchinski after the long ball. One away. That, of course, one of two exploratory rules here, at least for the first half of the Atlantic League season. The other being the adjusted double hook DH rule. Of course, last season, the rule was as long as your starter was in the game, you had the DH. When the starter left the game, so did the DH. First pitch to Rodriguez, off the plate away. Rule's been slightly adjusted for the 2022 season. As long as the starter is able to make it through 5 innings, the DH can be kept for the rest of the game. That, of course, is meant to incentivize starters going deeper into the ball game. Pitch misses away from Zipchinski. Those are the two exploratory rules. Of course, the TrackMan umpires are gone, as is the 61.5-foot pitching rubber. 2-0 to Nelly. Down and away. Carlos Castro is back on deck to hit against Zipchinski here in the 8th. To Rodriguez. This one's in there at the knees. Three-one delivery. Nelly swings through that one. A good changeup. Draws the count back full. So far this inning, a solo shot to right center by Troy Stokes Jr. and then Carlos Franco set down on strikes. Now Nelly Rodriguez awaits the payoff pitch. Here it comes. And called strike 3 on the inside corner. Nelly will head back to the dugout after going down on strikes. Back-to-back strikeouts by Zipchinski. And back into the ball game, Carlos Castro. Knotted up at 4 apiece here, bottom of the 8th inning. Here in Atlantic League spring training, which if you've been here with us throughout the ball game, you realize there's a little bit of leeway with some things. For example, hence Carlos Castro being back in the ball game after not catching since the 4th inning. checks his swing and holds back on an off-speed pitch from Zubczynski. Here's the delivery to Castro. Down and away. 2-0. But a couple newcomers have made their mark today for York. Elmer Reyes with the solo homer in the second, and now Troy Stokes Jr. going yard to right center field here in the eighth. 2-0 to Castro. Inside outs this one, foul towards the Bud Light Pavilion. If this inning continues, Josue Herrera will bat. Two and one to Carlos Castro. Zubczynski winds and delivers and gets Castro to swing over that one. Another off-speed pitch draws the count to 2-2. Sets and the 2-2 on its way. This one's on the outside corner, called strike three. So the solo shot by Troy Stokes Jr. and then Mark Zubczynski strikes out the side after that. Carlos Franco swing, Nelly and Castro looking. We'll close this thing out here. Ninth inning on its way. Alberto Rodriguez will pitch for the Revs. This is Spring Training Baseball exclusively on WOYK's YouTube. Final time at bat for the Barnstormers here. Top of the order, Melvin Mercedes leads it off against the new hurler, the 30-year-old right-hander from Cuba, Alberto Rodriguez, 18th round pick in 2014 by the Royals. Played at Northwest Florida State, JUCO College. And his first pitch to Mercedes is right above the letters. For a ball, Mercedes has proven to be a tough out. Reached base all 4 times today, including 3 hits. Had 2 in the exhibition yesterday for the Barnstormers against Southern Maryland. Rodriguez winds, delivers. This one's upstairs. 2-0. A single, 2 doubles, and a walk for Melvin Mercedes. Also turned a nice double play earlier in the ballgame. Rodriguez winds and delivers and clips the outside corner for a strike. Lair and Dugan to follow this inning. 2-1 delivery. Rodriguez delivers. Hit out to the left side. It'll get out of play. And falls into the Lancaster bullpen. And unless Darryl lied to me, this will be the last inning of play. The Revs will not bat in the bottom of the ninth inning. So there is nobody warming in the bullpen for the Barnstormers. 2-strike delivery from Rodriguez off the plate, and the count is full. Payoff pitch awaiting to Melvin Mercedes. He's reached all 4 times today. Payoff pitch from Rodriguez. Popped up, out of play behind the plate. And again, proving to be such a tough out is Mercedes. And Revs fans will see a lot of him this season. I believe it's 32 games that will be played between these two teams over the course of this season, not including these exhibition games. Rodriguez at the belt, now delivers. Swung on and missed. Went upstairs and Mercedes swings through it, so he is down for the first time today. Alberto Rodriguez with the strikeout here to start the top of the ninth. Trace Lair, the third baseman, still hitless, although he did walk back in the 7th. First one from Rodriguez. Inside. Alberto pitched last season with York, 53 appearances. Delivers. This one's lined to the right side and under the glove of Rodriguez. Tried to backhand it, and it's into right field. Stokes will fire it in. And a one-out base runner, Trace Lair, on board. That was a tough play by Nelly. Had to get it on a short hop on the line drive. Skipped under the glove and into right. So a runner on first base, one away. Last season, as we said, for Alberto Rodriguez, 53 appearances, all out of the bullpen, 57 innings pitched, 4.11 ERA. Now he has his chance against Kelly Dugan, who's walked twice and scored in his past 2 plate appearances. First delivery upstairs. It's his 3rd stint in the Atlantic League, is it, for Alberto Rodriguez. Of course, his 2nd season in York, but in 2017 he was in Sugar Land. Delivery. Misses upstairs. Lair took a half step as if he was stealing and then retreated. So Rodriguez gave him the extra look. You have to think now Rodriguez will keep a tighter eye on him. So 2017 with Sugar Land, and then 2018 started 9 games for the Road Warriors. Of course, the Road Warriors have been a staple in the Atlantic League. Every time there is an odd number of standing franchises. Luckily, this year, a 2nd team will be played out of Lexington to avoid that. Delivery from Rodriguez, swung through and missed by Dugan. 2 new teams added to the league this year brings it up to 10. One, the Staten Island Ferry Hawks will make their first appearance. First time baseball has been in Staten Island since 2019. Rodriguez delivery. This one misses downstairs. And then out of Lexington, the Wild Health Genomes, a one-year placeholder until the new team arrives in Hagerstown, Maryland. Lair takes off. Pitch is swung on a miss. Throw down from Rodriguez is not in time. Lair's under the tag of Rivero. So 5 teams in each division this year. Just makes getting that division crown just a bit tougher. The Revs, second half of last season, came oh so close towards the end. Finished just 2 games out of the second half division title after finishing 4th in the division in the first half. Pitch from Rodriguez to Dugan. This one's tapped foul. Dugan stays alive. Runner on second. Here's the payoff pitch from Rodriguez. Inside corner, called strike 3. Rodriguez with his second strikeout of the inning. Now there's 2 down. Mark Segunis. First delivery from Rodriguez. Check swing, called strike anyway. Segunis so far today, 2 strikeouts, a ground out, and a walk. That walk came against Isaac Sanchez back in the 6th inning. Rodriguez delivers. This one's tapped back, foul. Oh, 0-2 the count. Alberto Rodriguez pitching the 9th inning here for the Revs. Oh, 2. Just off the plate. Closer Jim Fuller is back for this season. Seems like he will be in that position, but perhaps the 8th inning slot, the setup slot, is open for Alberto Rodriguez. Sets at the belt. 1-2 delivery. In there, called strike 3. 3rd strikeout of the inning for Alberto. And that is the ball game. Technically ended a tie at 4 apiece. But that is it. And a strong day for the Revs for the most part all around. Had some great outings from guys like Jorge Martinez, Alex Sanabia, Duke von Schaman, and they got to see a few new arms as well. Adrian Alarcon, Matt Meyer, Jocelyn Arias, then Alberto Rodriguez shutting things down. Big standouts of the day, Elmer Reyes and Troy Stokes Jr. made their presence felt here in York. 2 hits for Stokes Jr., including a solo home run in the 8th, and then Elmer Reyes with a long ball as well for the Revs. They'll be in action next on Monday. They'll make the trip to Lancaster. That game will start at 1 o'clock. Here on WOYK YouTube. A couple more events for the Revs before the season starts. Fan Fest here at People's Bank Park on Saturday. Kick off your Easter weekend with the Revs, and then a couple exhibition games Monday, as we mentioned, and then Tuesday back here against Southern Maryland, and then the season gets underway with Darrell Henry next Friday in Long Island. Thank you for those who stuck with us today and listened to the first game of spring training here for the Revs. Jake Ness signing off, and we will talk to you on Monday.